Hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. Let me quickly fix my windows. And there we are. We are building an algorithmic trading framework from scratch to monitor the markets, build trading bots, backtest everything. And let me open my And in the last episode, we started building the search ingester. And that is that we get some historical data from our broker. And on startup, we fill all the missing data, which is stored in our database. Fill the gaps, and if everything is up to date, we start streaming some minute candle data, and every minute data we also ingest into the database. So yeah, that's the plan probably for the whole stream today. Let me check where we are currently. What we've built is this service here. And we have a main PY, which configures or does some configuration on startup, creates a database client to do all the calls to our database Exaucer API, and then the broker client to get the data, some Redis stream for streaming, stream consumer is for consuming the data. Not quite sure how this will work later. A list of the markets that are in the database and the consumer tasks. And we have a startup function, which first gets all the markets that are in our database, and that's it. And after the startup, probably follows the check and backfill. Yeah. This checks for missing data and backfills from the REST API. We are only storing 1 minute time frame data. We go all through through all the markets and get the symbol ID, the symbol, and check what's the latest candle in the database, and then based on that we request the remaining data until now, which we probably need to do some adjustments now. Because if the gap is too wide, we won't be able to get all the data at once. So we need to put them in chunks. And yeah, then upload these chunks. So let's start the services. Right. And I think we commented out everything, and we will just do some logging here. Let me start this first. Maybe I need to update the credentials. Don't know how long these are valid. Connection refused. Let me check a thing. Could we just request these? Oh no, wait. I think the broker service isn't even started with the Docker Compose call here, so we need to go to and start this manually. And let's see. Yeah, okay. We get the latest candle is from August 2025. Okay, so we only have 14,000 candles at once. What is the most recent one then? Just the first one. So it tells me that this timestamp I just pasted is from yesterday. But surprise me if these are exactly 14,000 candles. Backfilled 14,000 candles. Or do we already have a loop here? No, right? Where's this logged info backfill 14,000 for? There. What was the first one here? This one? Maybe this doesn't fit. Okay, yeah. So 14,000 candles is from 12th of January until what was it? Until yesterday, 23rd. All right, so we need to loop or do chunks of 14,000 or maybe even 10,000 candles and request those in chunks and then backfill everything. Where are you getting the data? From my broker. I use IC Trading. They provide CTrader, and CTrader has an open API which can be used. Yeah. And it's also relatively good documented. I only found a few things here which didn't really match up with some default values. Why no crypto? I'm not restricted to only Forex. So CTrader or IC Trading provides crypto, and here also my software architecture is pretty good to be extended. So you could just exchange these, and everything should also work with crypto data, Binance, Kraken, whatever you want to use. All right. Yeah, as I said, it's possible to extend the architecture, so it's nowhere near than done, so yeah. All right. How far I am currently? I do have a front end which displays historical data, not live data yet. This would be the step after the search ingester. I have a broker service, yeah, which is in the first version. Maybe I will need to do some adaptations now when I start using it. The database API works with the data with the timescale DB. Also can probably do some improvements on performance here. I have an indicator API which requests also data from the database and calculates indicators based on that and provides them to the front end or to every service that uses it or requests it. It's pretty much a REST API, so yeah, and I started with a backtester over a year ago, I think, but it's at the very beginning. Also reconsidered if I might use some existing one to start with, but that's currently not the priority. Yeah, web servers. There was one existing while I was using WebSockets, but exchanged these with Redis API and REST APIs, Redis streams, and this is not started at all. Okay, let's build something. So we get latest candle, probably just I'm thinking if I maybe want to do this chunk thing in the broker service. So if there are more requested than possible, then that this get chunked from the broker side, broker service side. Don't know what's the better way here. Why don't you use AI for ideas? I just started. I'm already really slow with development. I mean, I took a break for development, but if I do all coding just by myself, it would take even longer. Okay, so yeah, suggestion is to do it in the broker service. Reusability. I don't really know when I ever would need to reuse this, but maybe if I use a different broker, like you said, for some crypto broker, they might have the same limitations. And yeah, I haven't touched tick data yet. I'm also a bit scared of storing them. So I started with one minute data. Yeah. But in the future, I might switch to tick data at some point. Okay, implementation approach. We need to adapt the trend bar. Oh, that's the models. Oh. Trend bar. Oh. Did even suggest me the point get trend bars symbol. I feel like you shouldn't make any algos without tick. Yeah, probably for backtesting it's should be the best one to do tick data. I mean, you can build trading bots based on closed market, close candles. To only act on closed candles, but yeah, probably even the backtest for these strategies are still better with tick data than, or more precise to be said. Let's do the implementation. Only chunk them into 100,000 bars. just want to have some wiggling room, and 10,000 is a nice number. Anything else? How will this response look like? Will it accumulate everything and send then the request? That's probably, it can be a pretty large response then, right? How should the response work? Not really sure how this works with the REST API. Because REST API is usually request response, and this would be request response response response, which might not even be possible. Aggregate all chunks, simplest. Yeah. Intense large data. Streaming response recommended. Use first. Streaming response to stream chunks as they're fetched. Efficient only chunks. So it seems to be possible in Fast API to have some streaming response. Pagination. Yeah, it's then from the ingestion service again. Yeah, that's... If we use this, we can also just do the implementation from the ingestion service itself. I might try option 2, it's recommended. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Trend pass dunk. Here's the streaming. Stream timber. 10,000 at a time. But I think it's first getting all the data and then sending it, right? Where's this called? Stream timber. Okay. Okay, I don't know how this now should work. Broker service change. Automatically chunk them into 10,000 bar segments. A single API call. Fetch trend bar chunk. Stream trend bar async generator. Okay, it says yields bars as they are fetched. Ah, this is the route. Wait, huh? Is this a new route then? So, generate ND-JSON. Turn streaming response. Let's just try if it works, but not quite confident that this works the first time. Oh, that was the ingestion service. Need to restart the broker service. So we have a new route, right? Symbol trend bars stream. What was the other route? Symbols trend bar. And the trend bar stream. It's now a bit confusing. Was start stream or something? Yeah, trend bar stream start. Okay. I thought it would create this or do the adaptation at the same route. But let's first check. Trend bars stream. Trend bars. Should use a time frame, right? Yeah. Time frame from 2. Maybe we can use the same dates. This is the last candle. From TS to TS. Is this correct? From TS, yeah, to TS. 2026 January. Something like this. Not found. It's it's trend bars stream. Trend bars stream. And we get nothing. Let's see. Streamed 0 trend bars for BTC USD M1. Why is the from TS 0? What happens if we do limit 20,000? Use AI for better speed. I'm using Copilot. But I somehow have to test it, so it isn't always giving perfect responses. So somehow he has always this from TS0 and this. So 0 would be the default. Wait, is this For the second response, for the second call, it makes sense because I didn't provide it. It was the other one. Frontier serum limit. Okay, yeah. What was the first one? Okay, so the issue is that the endpoint is using default values from 0. Yeah, I saw that. Which is provided fix parameter handling. The issue is that the API endpoint is converting this to that. I should have sent the timestamp, not the date. But was this also the case for the other routes? I want to be consistent here. Stream, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Oops. Okay, from timestamp. Okay, I used this before also. Then let's not make this for both. Let's first undo this. Oh, did it do anything else? The issue is this. Let me fix this by making the endpoint handle both formats. I don't want to do this. The issue is that sending ISO strings code looks correct. Okay, then let's undo this. Restore checkpoint, yes. And try again with the timestamp in milliseconds. I'm not even done with backtesting, so optimization is even further in the future. So yeah, but there are many interesting topics in optimization. Yeah, but nothing I have considered yet. Let me get a timestamp, a proper timestamp. So we had these here. This one here, for example. Then from timestamp and to timestamp. No limit. And I think we need to start a service. No, not that one. This one. Okay. Not sure if this is even working because it's like streaming, and I don't know if Postman can handle this. Streamed 0 trend pass to. But it again used the default values. Are there too many zeros? No, that's the same. What platform? I use MT5 and don't think anything is better. Free data for walk forward, custom fitness functions, cloud and network optimization nodes, and 100% real tick backtesting and spread. Yeah, if you want to use a pre-existing software, then you can use MT5. I mean, there's probably a reason that this is one of the most used softwares. Yeah, but you have to use their programming language and always run a client on your server. At best, also a Windows server. And yeah, if you want to write code in Python, I think it's possible, but probably also not the preferred way. But Python is a main language for data science and AI, so yeah. But it's definitely the quicker way than the path that I chose. But I'm a software developer, so it's for me also more the journey and not just the result. Okay, can we reapply this? Maybe we use the same thing with this one. Okay. Let me see if we see any difference if we trigger this from the ingestion service. Yeah. Okay. Ah no, it's the old request. Never mind. Just service. Or is it? Oh, it already changed it, right? Where's the broker stream trend bars? Okay. Okay, let's have a look. What is the response? Okay, this timestamp is from 7th of August. This one is from 14th of August, so it's only one chunk, as it looks like. MD5 tick data is free. Yeah. So when it's free, I can also download it and use it in my own software. CTrader data is also free. And yeah. I'm pretty much also using a CFD broker, so data quality should be the same. I don't know if that's an argument for MD5, just because of free tick data. I created a manual backtesting tool using TradingView, advanced charts, SpellTicket and TimescareDB. Nice. TradingView advanced charts. You mean the lightweight chart library, probably, right? I'm not using TradingView itself. TradingView has a free charting library. Called lightweight charts, which look pretty much like TradingView, but is not TradingView. It's a charting library you can use. And that's my front end and not TradingView here. So you have to admit it looks better than MetaTrader. Yeah. I get it on GitHub. Yeah. Yeah, probably the lightweight chart library. Yeah. There's also Python wrapper, I think, so you don't need to use it in a browser, but I'm always preferring the official library. You will get the newest updates immediately and don't have to care or worry about any support that might be not be done in the future. Okay, so I have to say I'm not really happy about the result here at the moment, because we are using a different route now. We have introduced a new route. Which might not be needed. We already had a route to call historical data. And also it's not really working as expected. So we get here like 14 days or something like worth of data. So it looks like it's only one chunk. And also this thing that I can't test it with Postman is not so nice. Do we want to drop it completely? Try to fix it. Let me see, maybe it's just a logging that doesn't, that does just log the first chunk. It says backfill check completed. Backfill 7,000 candles. That's the request here. From timestamp is here, so it is the first candle, but let's see. Let's just ask, is this a request? Are there two? Wait a second, checking for missing data and start backfill. We have this request here, candles time. Ah, that's a request for the get the latest candle. Never mind. It looks like we are only getting the first chunk. The just service. Currently I'm not creating any algo at all. I'm creating the framework to create algos. The ingestion service broke. Pass. Found the issue. Stop off the first chunk. Okay. Fix issues in both methods. Okay, let's see. Oops, wait. Okay, that really seems to work. 17,000 candles. Definitely more than our 14,000. No, 170,000. Yeah. That should be everything from August until now. This one. So this should be the timestamp of yesterday. The moment of truth. And it is. Okay. Maybe it also now works with Postman. Can I maybe decrease this bit? We get a different timestamp. Maybe from 1st of January 2026. This would be this one here. Nope. Still would like to have it working in Postman for debugging purposes. It works in the service, but I don't see any response in Postman. Can this be configured? Waits for the entire response to complete before showing anything. Let me add a non-stream alternative input. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking about. We already have an alternative, so that doesn't make sense now. Undo this. Yeah, then maybe I just cannot use this with Postman and new bulk endpoint. Let's undo it. You can still use the trend bars. Somehow the BTC USD? Don't think so. That's the only difference between Postman and... What code AI are you using? I'm using the Copilot with the Cloud Sonnet version here. Yeah, so this doesn't work. Trend bars, stream. So this is like this, right? That's also not working. Why is this not working? This is what I tested. This is also not... Why is this not working? Time frame M1. Oh wait, do I have the header? Oh, no, I have the header. Hey. Without a time frame, I should get an error that the time frame is missing. Yeah. Probably the changes also the changes also had an impact on the other route, so that's why this is not working anymore. Market data. Get trend bars. Time frame, servers get trend bars. Was this also used here? No, this is stream trend bars. What am I doing wrong? Cloud's pretty good, a pretty good coder. Surprisingly, Grok had my best junior for MT5. Cleaner, better code than the others. Grok? Which one is Grok? I think I I tried the Gemini, that's Google, right? I don't think that Grok is really good. Maybe I don't even have it here. Yeah, I tried Gemini a bit because I was thinking about getting either the Anthropic Cloud Code or Gemini, and I think Gemini has the better subscription plan with better limits. That's what I've heard, but again, switch to Claude somehow. I think it's a really good model. Print some logs to debug. Are you a coder? Yes. I do this for a living. Not this, but coding. Yeah, this thing which is confusing me is that it worked before and now it's not anymore. Timeframe M1. It's really weird. Just thinking I'm doing something wrong in the request, but it looks good. Add a log. Where do we want to have a log? Get trend bars. Did it change it? Get trend bars is the same function as this one here. So let's get trend bars. I'm confused. So before we had an info and here's the request. But why did it change the get trend bars and also implemented a new route with get stream or whatever the name is? Stream trend bars generator. Stream trend bars here. Gemini is amazing. Gemini has better reasoning, okay. I don't get it. Why is it doing this? What was the intention to do this? It's trend bar stream, right? Broker routes, market data, trend bar stream, yeah. Yeah, the problem I have is still doing things it shouldn't do, and overall the code quality is it's not surprisingly good, I would say. Let me find current implementation. Both endpoints already work as you described. The regular endpoint internally chunks 10,000 bar at a time, aggregates all chunks into one list, returns complete JSON array. Good for smaller requests and when you need to. But in this case, I should be able to get it with Postman. Oh, is this also... Is that... Getting any response and calling /trend path with Postman. I should have said that I get an empty array. I think I'm just getting an empty array. Let me check. There's an issue with the regular trend bus endpoint. Get trend bus. So we are having a limit. If it's greater than 10,000, we're getting this fetch trend bar chunk returned. Maybe I can try things like limit 5,000 less than equal. Less or equal than. Okay. Would this work? Okay. We can request 1,000 candles. The issue is that you're using the default. Okay. C-Trader returns. So increased max limit to. This was in the thing here. Alright. So I could even turn this or remove this probably. Less than 10,000. In this case, I'm probably able to request more. Let's do 10,000. Okay. Okay, let's check quickly this timestamp. 14th December. Looks like it's working. Okay, so the problem was that we also changed the get trend bars route to. This limit was there before. Okay, to chunk them internally and then return the complete request in one go. That makes sense. Because before we had the problem that we are requesting maybe 20,000 candles and only getting 14,000 because of the API restriction, only returning 14,000 candles. So we now have two routes, get trend bars, which does the request. We have one request, one response, and the fetching or the chunking is internally in the broker service. The second, the stream trend bar, which is doing one request and then streaming the chunks back as a response, which does not work for Postman, but that's only for development. So it's the better solution, I think, for the ingestion service to get smaller chunks. I mean, ideally for backfill we don't have that large chunks, but maybe if we add a symbol, we will have larger chunks, so requesting hundreds, thousands or millions of candles at once might not be ideal. Okay. Still not too happy with the code quality here, but I think I'm just accepting it now and I'm doing some refactoring. later on. What are you building? An algorithmic trading framework to monitor historical prices, live charts, build trading bots, do backtests, all that kind of stuff. And currently we're building an ingestion service. This part here. We're getting historical data from our broker. We have a broker service which communicates to an external API, which can accept some REST requests and also can stream tick data to Redis streams. And the job of this ingestion service is, on a startup, check how or which markets we have in the database, get the latest candle, and calculate the gap between current or last candle in the database and the current date, and request the remaining data, the missing data, from the broker service. All right. So it looks like we are getting some results here. Let's just try it again. Should be same result. For EURUSD. Let's also start the broker service fresh. So we're getting our symbols, checking for missing data. For EURUSD, getting the latest candle, something in August, and then requesting the data from the broker service. Which are 170,000 candles or trend bars. And that's it. I would say I'm a bit scared to just let it ride now. I want to see if I can test anything else before that. Or what do we need for the database? PG admin. I think we need to also map it. We have some OHLV, and in the database we have columns named open, high, low, close. And volume. The timestamp is not no, how do you call it? Not this number, but this actual date. Yeah. All right. So, ingestion servers currently just logging, and here would be the right candles callback. Probably also the right should be in chunks, because sending everything at once, yeah, we have the same problem then. Right. Symbol ID candles. DB client write candles. What's this function about? Yeah, we need some mapping and some chunking also. Yeah, there's no the drawback of using the API, the database access API to write it and not write it immediately into the database. There we now have some slight overhead in, but yeah, I still think it's better to use the API. Even though ChatGPT suggested to write it immediately because of performance advantages, but I think just for getting the historical data, we can use our existing API, and it makes sense to use this to have the only database connection. Yeah. All right. So new chat. So that's an example response of the startup. We need a mapping for the column for the candles and times for the candles, and transform the timestamp as well. Also, this should send the candles in 10,000 chunks. can just link this here. For the column names, request should still be sent to the database access API. Let's see what happens. No, not the main market. Yep, should map these, transform the timestamp from milliseconds to date time, and send candles in chunks. Yes, please. Do you need to edit the main PY? It's for the mapping. Map candles to DB format. As a static method, okay. Now let me update DB client to ensure it sends the correct format. Sending candles, look, response to JSON, turn true. What is this write candles? DB client is no, that was already this. That's it. Where are the chunks created? Write candles. This is the URL. Candles. Ah, oh wait, are they... Because they are streamed maybe? Map candles from Boca to edit. Yes. Converted to milliseconds, send candles in chunks of 10,000. Write candles, call back. Now splits the candles into batches of 10,000. Sends them sequentially. There it is. Why didn't I see the change here? Which one is it? It's also on main. Okay. So write candles callback is it was before just sending one request with write candles, and now we get map candles, which first maps the candles to our format that is used in the database, and then chunk them in 10K chunks. Send singer requests. locks it. Okay. That actually looks good. Let's just keep it and do everything but sending the request. So we are just logging it. Right candles callback. Okay, this is here. What was the difference here? Either if we have a last candle, then it's this. Else, no data and no data and database backfill. Okay. We have data, so this is not important. This mapping. Okay, then we should see this here. Save it. And restart it. So we're getting the data streamed 170,000 trend bars again into 18 chunks. And okay, that looks good. Yeah, I would say we can test it with writing. Oh wait, I want to see the mapped candles. These are not the mapped candles. Main follower, we're seeing the chunks. Length of mapped candles. It's self.logger info. This should be the first 2 candles, right? Chunk? No. Chunk. Ah, yeah, chunk is this, okay. Length of map candles plus. Ah, that's the total, yeah, okay. Yes, like this. I'm from Germany. You might notice from my pronunciation. I think I still have a very, very strong German accent. Did I save it? Yeah. Algo info chunk. Okay, that's the timestamp T. There is a plus. It doesn't look correct. Open, high, low, close, volume. Okay, the timestamp looks off. What is this? This is date, hour, minute. After the minute is No, after the second is a plus. What does it look like in the database? We would like it with a space, so we don't have the T in here. You're from Indonesia? Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm thinking if I want to keep this. Yeah, I probably want to keep this timestamp. If I timestamp without time zone. I think that's the default format here. Let's have a look at the database ingestion. Do we see there's anything? Database accessor, I mean. Candles. Insert candles. Timestamp. Do we have any transformation here? Don't think so. So where was the mapping here? Right? Map candle. This is ISO format. Yeah. Timestamp. So should place the paste the right thing. This is an example from the database. This is the mapped timestamp. Yeah, I don't really want to switch to ISO timestamp format. Or there also already a front end is depending on the timestamp. On this timestamp format, I mean. And yeah, I think it's just the front end pretty much. But I still don't really want to change it. I remember that I had problems with the time zone in lightweight charts a year ago. Yeah, I would just want to keep it for now. Change it to the existing format from the database. Would there be any advantage for using the ISO format? Several advantages to using ISO format with time zone. I mean, if I'm changing it, I could even consider using the milliseconds, right? To store the database, because that's what I'm getting from Seed Trader. There's a format here. Which property and its time zones. Single integer, it's big int. Okay, it's more data efficient, it seems. Fast comparison. Okay. No time zone. Sorting. Parsing overhead, database indexing fast. Yeah, if I change it, I might even change it to milliseconds. even readable, but that's just for the database. So I think having it easier or better to index and faster comparison, sorting, and so on is much more important than reading from a database directly. Debugging difficulty query. This could be actually a drawback, because I'm only storing 1 minute candle data and calculating based on this. Where is it? What is it? Scratch. Yeah, from timestamp. But that's probably also... No, that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I just have to calculate the milliseconds into minutes and then to whatever, 15 minutes, hours, whatever. No, that's not really a problem. Anything else? Database function. Database feature loss can't use native. Okay. We will get a problem in 2038. And okay. This is very common. Yeah, I might write it down, but I'm not changing it yet. Might reconsider it later. But I don't want to break anything now. We will just stay with the current timestamp. It's so long ago I can't even remember the reason why I did this. Maybe there was just a type already existing in Postgres. This timestamp without time zone. That's why. I don't know. Yeah, but that is good. Keep this. Do we want to let it go wild on our database? Sentient timestamp. Open. That's the last print. Yeah, this one. This one here, right? Yeah. Jetzt. Okay. Are you ready? Let's remove the commented lines or uncomment them. This should now write EURUSD symbol into our database, the missing one from August until now, until yesterday. Let's see, we have candles. Let's count where does it symbol ID is equal, I think it is 1. So that's the number of candles we have for EURUSD. One is EURUSD. And this should now be increased to 170,000. So like 2.2, yeah, 2.2 something million. Let's see. Broker service is still running. We got the data, we're sending it to the database, to the Accessor API. Probably writing it will take some time. I think write operations are not that quick. Do I have this? Yes, I have it here open. Here we see at least the request. We don't have any logging for the Accessor API. But it should be running in the background. Let's see if this number increases. Yes, it is. It's already done, right? 2.257 million. Yeah, 2.257,588. Let's see if we see it in the front end. Yep, there it is. January 23rd of 2026. Nice. Here we should still have the old data from August or something. Yeah, 7th of August. Let's see. That's the broker service with backfill complete. We have some breakpoint here somewhere. There it is. So this was used to only or to stop after the first symbol, which was EURUSD. And restarting the service should now yeah, do this process for every symbol. Do we have anything we need to consider? We do have USD JPY in there with a different precision, but I think that's not a problem at all. So let's run it. Let's run it again with all the other symbols. Loading the markets. EURUSD should now be no new bars. Okay, 61 bars. Yeah, okay. 61 bars. Why? Where are those coming from? Okay, 0 added. Ah, never mind. It is calculating the 61 is still a bit weird, but it is calculating from the last bar, which is in the database until now, right? Probably. 61 bars would be 61 minutes. Which doesn't make sense. But yeah, it should find or should look for missing bars, since the data goes only till Friday, right? USD. Here we have again around 170,000 for GBP USD. And it is requesting and then writing. Okay, no errors. Now it is writing for symbol ID 19, which is New Zealand dollar, US dollar. USD JPY, requesting the candles. And sending it. Maybe I should have checked the edge cases. Let's continue this one, and then maybe there's another symbol that's not yet finished. Skip this one. Which one was it? Next one would have been, no, that, I don't, USD cat would have been the next one. I want to check the edge cases because it might be that I maybe missing one candle because there is some over or some edge cases where I'm requesting from a timestamp and not including this one. I think I have considered it, but let's have a look at the database. Cat would have been the last one, right? USD cat. Let's see, 24. 24. think there were less candles before that, so makes sense that there are now also less. Let's have a look at the front end. Refresh. There we have the news data. USD cat should not be updated yet. Yep. So we see here 7th of August 2020. So 10 p.m. Let me write this down. Seventh, right? 7th August. So this candle we have. Then yeah, the thing with the EURUSD request, why are there like 61 candles requested or something? I don't quite get. Is this the last candle on a Friday? Yes, right. Should be. Yeah. Oh, wait. This shows. Is my data 1 minute off? Oh, probably not the data is off, but the visualization. Is there a... The timestamp is the closing, right? No, it's this. I'm confused. Is there a window somewhere? Oh, there at the bottom. Oh no, it should say 56. So 56, yeah, that's... Yeah, okay. Also the candles look identical. Okay. Good, then now let's also request the last one for USD cat, it was, I think. Yeah. And see if we have a gap here for the next minute or something, but I think this should be fine. It should be correct. For this, we just need to rerun it again. Start it. Use the Swiss. Oh, this was also missing. Probably. Yeah. Found also how many candles? Probably also 170. Yeah, 170,000. And now use the cat. Backfill check complete. This takes longer than the other ones, right? Oh no, it's already done. Is it what? Wait, am I dumb? It already. Never mind. Waiting for nothing. It's already done. Yeah, it's now let's refresh. USD CAD. That's the news data, and we need to scroll back to 7th of August at 10 p.m. August. 7th of August. This might take a second. Could also look it up in the database, but I'm lazy and I don't know the query out of my head. We are already in November. It would be faster. Would have been faster if I would have looked it up in the database. did. Sorry. Almost in August. I almost thought it crashed now. Okay. All right. We did it. August 7th. Somewhere here. I think I never loaded that much data. Yeah, okay, that is this candle, and then this, yeah, it's there. Nothing is missing. Looks good. What happens if I now change the symbol? Is it crashing? No, it's not. All right. So, first step of the indicator of the ingestion service is done. Whenever we start the service, we get the news data. That's good. Another edge case might be if we don't have a symbol yet. So I can add a symbol here. Like, for example, BTC USD on IC trading, which has this mintic. Is this a mintic? BTC USD. Yeah, should be. And market type crypto. Then what does actually happen if I click here now? Is it getting any errors? Because I don't have data? No, just not displaying any data. Yeah, it's now I have a symbol, but I don't have any data in it, and I think this case is not catched yet. Because I'm requesting the last candle, and if I don't have one, then I don't know what happens. Are we tackling this today? Or are we closing the topic for the day? And closing the stream? not even a big change, so how I would solve it is probably just define some backup or some default date, like 1st January of 2020, or even further back. I don't know how much data we want to use for backtesting and so on. Years would be maybe good. So 1st January of 2015. Be 11 years. Yeah, just set this as a default if there is no last candle found. And in this case, request all data. Oh wait, do we have already latest candle? We don't have a latest candle, then no data, no candles. Okay, we already have this case. All available history. Fetch all available history. Okay, that's probably not what I want to do. Stream turn bars. Okay, so it would fetch all the data currently. I think I would just do this, do this, and latest candle equals what does it need? Just a timestamp, right? So we don't even need to check the latest candle. We can also check the... Oh wait, we need to do it, otherwise this would fail. If this is none, then default to 20, what did we say, 15. This, what? Start time. Latest candle of, like this. I think that's already it, right? Let's see. Let's see what happens. This is the one. This is still running. Ah yeah, there's still the thing with the streamed 61 trend bars. Don't know it. What is the from and to timestamp? What is the to timestamp? I mean, the from should be the one which is coming from the database, pretty much. 24th. This is, yeah, this is today. Pretty much the current time just converted. Oh, yeah. So just the other different time zone. And this one, I'm wondering why it's 61, because this one should be yesterday. Oh. Did I close it? Oh, I closed it. This one. This was yesterday. No, it's probably just a time zone difference than there again. So I'm even requesting an hour more, I think. Let me write it down. This is the ingestion service, which is request 1 hour more because of time zone difference. This is the one. And what was the other thing I wanted to write down? Oh, because considering the timestamp, consider timestamp to milliseconds timestamp. So much. All right, just remember this. Sorry. Okay, you started it already, right? Oh. So this does not work. Can't subtract offset naive offset over date times. Is that timestamp wrong? Or is this somehow not none? Maybe? No. Is this locked? Is this info log BTC USD? M1 no data in database. Yeah, this is no data in database back. So this is called time zone. But it worked for the other. The error occurs because you're trying to subtract from the timer. Aware due to the replace the to fix this. Database tangle do not include this. Do they don't include? Limit 10. Limit no equal. Oh, it does not include the okay. That's why suffix and remain tangle naive after parsing. Latest comes from the database. Timestamp is probably something like without the z. You place this on the this makes it time zone aware. I hate time zones. I don't know. If it works, then it works. Let's just check it. The time zones are always confusing me. Okay, that did not work. Because then it doesn't work for the others, which I was expecting. This should work now. Okay. BTC. Data candle. Backfilling from stream. Get. Okay. No backfill data available for BTC. Okay. Okay, the time zones work now. Just removing the Z works, okay. Why are we replacing this? This is probably unnecessary. Replace the no. Huh? There is no Z. But there is a point where I have a Z. I think in the front end I have it. I think lightweight chart needs this Z. Yeah, whatever, let's leave it. Why are we getting no data for BTC USD? The broker service. No, wait. Yeah, that's the broker service. Stream 0 from timestamp to timestamp. This looks very early, so it should probably be 2015. BTC USD. I don't know. Check on the side, but BTC USD, but I already did it in the past, so it should. I mean, it has data, and yeah, don't know why it shouldn't. Now let me check the investigate why. Continue reading broker and let me check the stream method, actual implementation. Now let me check what symbols are available in the C-Trader. This is the correct symbol name, I can say. Yeah, here in C-Trader and Postman I do get data. BTC USD is the right symbol name. simple name does exist. BTC USD has no data. Maybe, but 2015. Maybe that's the problem. If the first chunk is empty, it means we did data from which is likely. Checking available and recent fix it. Okay, that might make sense. The solution, if not chunk bars, break, then log it. Check if we reached the end. When it's the end, then break, and otherwise move on. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Arius. So this might work. Let's check. Oh wait, yeah, ingestion service. This is still running. Yeah. Let's see. No, it didn't work. Complete. Okay, then let's try something different. Just want to get this to work now. Where is the date? Just in the main, right? Let's say then only whatever 2025. That much data we should have for BTC USD. And looks like it's getting data. Yeah. Oh no, that's the default one. There it is. All right, so it is the empty chunks still. I don't know why this fix is not working, because it looks good to me. But I think I will check this tomorrow. And it's complete. And now we should also have Bitcoin data. Only for the last year, but yeah. Okay, the front end is still not right with the mint tick, but I've set it right. Do we see it here anywhere? No. Yeah, whatever. But in the top left it is considering it. Don't know why it's not at the right side. But we have data. Nice. All right. I think I'm done for today. But I might even stream tomorrow again. We have still some things to do. Also on the ingestion servers, have to fix this bug with the empty chunks, so we get a bit more data and have a good default. And when that's working, we want to go to the actual purpose of the service and subscribes to some 1 minute closing data from the broker service, and then subscribe to it, and then we not only filling the gaps on startup, but also writing new data on every minute. This would be the next step. Don't know if it should be not too difficult, I think. Yeah, but then after that we also want to subscribe from the web server to some tick data to have this in the front end. And yeah, also have real-time updates in the front end. That's the final goal. And then this will be also probably all wrapped into one episode of a YouTube video. Yup. Okay. Then, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I wish you a nice weekend, a nice evening, and see you next time. Check out IC Trading if you want to support me and this project. If you create an account with my link below the stream, this would help me out. Otherwise, also the other affiliate links below there if you want to buy some crypto on Nexo and get some interest on it. Check this one out as well. And yeah, like my videos, subscribe, watch everything. But yeah, see you the next time. Bye bye.